Well, it happened. It happened. What's up, Cuban? What's up, Alpaca? This is South Coast Kane. This is the South Coast Kane Show, and this is the Louisville post game show. You know, I the reason why I'm reason why I'm giving these chuckles is here we go again. Here we go again. I, everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. Of course, 4 interceptions doesn't help matters, especially at the end. And look, he stopped by to say hello. What's up, Tyler Van Beck? Are you with us, Mr. Van Beck? QB. Okay, while Tyler Van Beck gets himself together, he probably just intercepted his computer or something. I don't know. But
Could
yeah,
you hear me now?
I got you, baby. I got you.
You got me? Okay.
Got you.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, South Coast, you and I have been kind of pussyfooting. I'm sorry to cuss. We've been
Yo, no, hey,
pussyfooting
it's
around.
it's not rated for kids under 18. So
Yeah,
Yep.
we've been saying Tyler Van, or I've been saying Tyler Van Beck, right? I've been getting killed because I called him Tyler Van Beck. He is. People forgot this guy's from. Nobody saw him at Georgia. This is who he is. If you're expecting him to be any different, it's not gonna happen. This is Tyler Van Beck, man. I was talking to Rent, and I'm like, Rent, I think to be honest, I might have to put Tony at quarterback, right?
he did.
And one thing that frustrated me about the defense, just the two things. Now, then I'll let Alpaca go. Defense. Oh, crazy man, Heatherman. They're throwing the ball in the middle. Just leave a fucking linebacker there. They're throwing the ball to the damn middle every single time. You know. And last one before I let Alpaca talk. Last week, Tony, Anthony Cazzalo, he said that he would have Dawson as his OC. I hate Dawson, right? Dawson. The reason why Dolphins is still has employment is because of Cam Ward. Cam Ward saved that sorry ass deep offensive coordinator's job. All he does is throw left, throw right. Oh, one more thing, South Coast. I'm sorry, Alpaca. How did that offensive
Good.
line look like tonight? Did that offensive line look so special? What was our rushing yards, Mister South Coast Kane?
All together was 63 yards.
Mm,
Fletcher had 18. He was the leading rusher, by the way. Lyle had 15. Tony had that 14. Uh, Brown had 9, and Beck pulled out 8.
like I said, you know, people going to keep hating on me. There's two people that wanted out of this building. One was a strength and conditioning coach, and the other guy's the O line coach. You're starting to see the reason why. But I'll let Alpaca talk because I could talk for days.
Hang on, Alpaca. My turn to
Yep.
interrupt. Give me
Hmm.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. I just wanted to say hello to Central Texas Kane. He lives here in town with me. I saw him today. Got to meet the man. Very nice guy. Appreciate you stopping by. So
Carson
go
Beck
ahead.
got paid $1 million for each interception tonight. $1 million for each interception. Unexcusable.
Damn,
But
good
he
one.
is who we thought they were. He's exactly who we thought he was, and we let him off the hook. Danny Green, right there, or whatever his name was.
You know what I was thinking. You know, I, I started calling him Tyler Van Beck when he threw that deep pass where was it, forgive me if I forget, but I think it was Tony, and it was like the first interception. It was double coverage and the safety moved over, made it triple coverage. People said there might have been pass interference, but when I saw him throw into that coverage, I'm like, does and then further as the game progressed, I started thinking, is Carson in with the bookies or something? Because wow, between the interception, between the running attempts,
Up the middle.
you
Play
know,
calling,
Just run up the middle.
you know,
the, the
this,
tackling. It's South Coast.
Tackling was like last year.
But no, it's
Exactly
funny.
like last year.
It's funny because me and South Coast called this game one, and people started to get on us a little bit, and then me and South Coast started to behave a little bit, and I'm like, all right, we have. I still think outside of head coach Mario and Tyler Van Beck, I think we have the best team in the nation, right? But with Tyler Van Beck at quarterback, we ain't winning a damn thing. Cam Ward ain't walking through that door to save this team anymore. You've seen
no,
it, right?
right,
I,
right, right,
I hope people see how this is why Cam Ward deserved not even the Heisman. He deserved like a player of the century because what
right,
he did for us last year, nobody really understands.
right,
And if it wasn't for Tony, dear Lord, this team
dude.
would be
And that's a good point. What's up, Finn Runner?
Best
Yeah,
player is barely 18 years old.
yeah. Tony, like I said, Tony had the 14 yards rushing on that touchdown, and then he had 135 yards in receiving. And you know, wow. I mean, this game, and this is why, and I'm not saying I'm happy about the loss. I'm just saying this is why at the beginning of the season, okay, at the beginning of the season, I don't get into all this, you know, preseason hype that we've heard time and time and time again. And that's why folks like us take the slings and arrows,
yep.
when we say, hold up, one game at a time. Let's just see what happens. But no, we get ridiculed. We get lambasted. Oh, you're not real fans. You're just haters. And,
You want
you should
Mario to
expect,
fail.
you should expect well, do we need to go down memory lane from the last
It's funny.
25 years? You know,
South Coast. It's funny because in the pregame show, what did I say? Hey man, players, go sit down and watch South Coast shows, right? What was it called? What was the name of the shows he did again?
rise of the fall.
Rise of the Fall. Every single time, South Coast has it on tape for you guys to see it. It happens every single time. Nothing has changed with this program. History repeats itself. What's my infamous quote? South Coast. History is recording.
It
Right.
is, yes.
It's always recording. Same shit happens. Right. And it's like I don't know what. Not This is not even Mario. I don't know what Mario, Manny, Rick. I don't know what you guys do in this damn in the facilities. Like, don't
It's
you tell these damn players like, hey, this is Miami and this is what's going to happen. In order for us to stop from this happening, you have to understand your history. Go listen to freaking South Coast Kane show that the beautiful CEO put him in timeout for. This man took time out of his life to give you a verbatim history of this program. Right? He took time, effort, heart, pain out of his life to tell you what's going to happen, and yet again, we keep falling in the same freaking hole. I'm trying not to cut.
every time, every time, every time.
South Coast, I remember game one, right, against Notre Dame. I was like, I got problems with the tackling, right? And
Yeah,
everybody's like, oh, no, 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 no. I'm like,
yeah.
tackling is a little
And
bit of an issue.
now, me personally, Cuban, I kind, first game. Me personally, I kind of dismiss it as first game. Okay, not making excuses, not accepting anything. I just, first game, things are going to happen first game. But yeah, it's crazy. Uh now that's a good point there, Finn. But unfortunately, the trend for Miami has been you lose the first one, and then you kind of lose about three in a row. What's up, Katie?
Uh-oh, Katie's going to be on everybody.
Well,
Uh-oh.
well, no, she just got in the car, going to be a long ride home with my mom.
Katie,
But
Katie's going to be on one.
you know,
Katie.
and to what you're saying, Cuban, and then I'll let Alpaca chime in. It's crazy. I mean, did was there some kind of voodoo ritual done? Rent free, what's up, dude? I mean, did somebody did was there a voodoo dance done on the 50-yard line or something? Because how else can you explain this situation, this scenario that Miami finds themselves in year after year after year?
Well, you heard about the what's that stadium, right? You heard about Joe Robbie, right?
Mm.
Mm,
It's built on the Indian
burial
burial
ground,
ground, right? So pretty
but
much, and the land was not blessed before they built it. So whatever team, they said whatever team plays there is going to be cursed. If you look at the Dolphins, been cursed. Look at
yeah,
the
yeah,
only team that hasn't been cursed is the Marlins, right? But
yeah, but they don't
every,
play
every
there.
yeah, but every team, they said that football is cursed there. So
Well, I mean, hey, I'll subscribe to that theory right now because it. Go ahead, Alpaca. You talk.
hold on one second.
Dawson
What-
has no bag. He
No,
has no playbook to open up. He
no.
never has, and Cam Ward made him look good. He should have got a head coaching job this year, so we could have been rid of him.
Yeah, I was wondering how many screen passes did they throw tonight? I wonder.
I don't know. I was talking to a studio and I told him like, hey man, all this that this side passing, like what is this? Like, if you see Louisville, they were real
They
creative,
were on it,
counter run plays. I don't
Do
understand.
we have a slant?
We don't have a slant. We don't have a counter. You see, Louisville doing counters and running back is running
but
wide ass
but
open.
but the tight end was utilized tonight.
Barely.
Hey man,
But
I hope
I,
people start seeing. Like I
Do we
told you,
got a
61.
post?
1 second now, Packet. Like I told you, 60. People keep telling me 61 is the best offensive lineman in the nation. He's not.
I,
He's not.
I,
Number 70 will never play in the NFL. He won't. He plays with his upper body instead of his legs.
yeah,
This offensive alignment, the only good thing about their offensive line, about our offensive line, they're big,
yeah.
right? That's
That's
why
it.
they beat. But when it comes to technique, they have horrendous technique, horrible. Like 70 is not going to play in the NFL because I was imagining 70 playing for the Dolphins. Tua will get destroyed if
Oh,
he right. So it's just like
yeah.
it was funny because
And
it felt like I was watching Tua play tonight, and I was like, "What the hell is
and
this?"
and I've been hoping that Malagoa would you know become this alleged first round draft pick. But when I saw that personal foul he did
Mm-hmm.
because the guy was actually pushing him back. I mean, I think what was he, like a little cornerback or
Well,
something?
well, okay. One thing about
Mm-hmm.
that, I think the referees, I think the ACC got on a call this week and said, "Hey, let's start getting on mine because we got a lot of BS calls this game." I'm like, "What?
Yeah, the ref
This is football."
that sucked too. But you
But stop,
know,
this is football. I mean, the guy pushed him, he pushed him back, and he flopped.
but
You know,
but still, I mean, first off, Malagoa got beat by him. He
yeah,
was pushing him back,
yeah, yeah.
and I guess Malagoa must have got pissed, and then I mean the play's dead. I mean, I know in the heat of the moment, but still, come on.
Yeah, that's a
And
good point.
the the discipline of this offensive line vis-a-vis
Whoa, whoa, no, no,
penalties.
not the
No, the entire
the
team.
entire
We're
team.
celebrating on everything, and we don't deserve to celebrate until we
Yep,
go to an ACC championship game.
yep.
Right,
You hit it on the head. And
right.
it's funny because I was told, right, what people were telling me, South Coast, right? The CCC was telling me when Manny was coach, this team was not disciplined. They were
Right.
partying, doing drugs. I've never seen, and they told me when Mario comes in, you're going to see discipline, hardcore, Marine, blah, 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 blah. I have not seen this
They go,
team is so undisciplined. So many. You keep falling for the same bullshit every once. I'm sorry, South Coast. I'm
that's
going to
okay.
go off
It's
here for
okay.
one
It's
second.
okay. Go ahead. Do you think?
Every single defensive line is going to shift against you because they know that you flint and jump. Stop it. I don't know where you're practicing, right? But every single game, the defensive line is going to shift to the left, shift to the right, and you're going to jump offside. Stop it. What the
Yep.
freak?
Yep.
You're
Yep.
practicing. Like, what's going on? And I was talking to Rent, and I'm like, it's I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's a video game culture, but it's like, hey man, like this is some repetitive things.
Yeah.
Like stop it, you know? And I just don't get it, man. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
How bad
Okay.
are our defensive backs that we can't press? We run man coverage with no press.
No, no, no. Actually, it's the opposite. Our DBs were backpedaling for some odd reason. They were not pressing. They were backpedaling every single time. I'm like, what the hell's going
We
Well,
on?
have
well,
no press. That's my point. We
that's
have
also
no
Oh,
press.
got it, got it. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
we're
and
good.
then also, I mean, they're playing about what 15 yards off the receivers,
And he did not throw the ball deep, not one time.
not one time.
Not
Well,
one.
Matt,
I mean, if you see the tape, why would you throw deep? That's all we've done all year. It's all we've done all year.
yeah, Madman QB, what's your thoughts?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Remember earlier I told y'all the best player, I don't know if it's on the team or on the office, is Malachi Tony.
Yeah,
Yep.
And we are following him. And I think that's too much for a true freshman, especially for his size that we
yeah,
need you to be the playmaker for us.
right.
Mark Fletcher should be one. You know, we should have another receiver to do that. Or Elijah Lofton should be something. Malachi should be like an asset to the offense. He shouldn't be the top guy that we have. And it showed tonight.
True.
My fear is what happens if he's not on this team.
Hmm.
We go back to looking like the pre before Cam Ward.
Like TBD.
Yep,
back,
exactly.
back, back to my whole thing. You know,
Well,
it's
TVD
you
never
know,
threw 4 picks, man. Come on.
I know, but now me, I'm hoping,
what's up,
I'm
Q?
hoping this is just a once
Nope.
they got it. That's what I'm hoping, but
Nope.
I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling that this is going to give other teams kind of a blueprint, a playbook on how to take care of this team. Because, I mean, think about it. From what I saw on defense for Louisville, Louisville's defense really wasn't doing anything spectacular.
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't see it.
Well, and South Coast, hard to interrupt.
Yeah.
Remember this guy in the summer that said that arm injury takes about a year or two to recover. You seen all those lollipop throws he was throwing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey man, you need to sit your ass down. It's obvious that you're hurt.
He
You're,
has no zip.
you have zero zip. You know, I love you, Coach Hayes. I know if you're listening, but Coach Hayes was doing a review. He's like, he has a bullet arm. I'm like, no, he does not. He has bad, he has bad technique. He throws off his back leg instead of his front leg, right? And it's just like I told people there's two games to watch. Watch Georgia versus Kentucky and watch Georgia versus UF last year. And that will tell you who Tyler Van Beck is. He's
Okay.
not a good QB. I never wanted him here, right? And I got destroyed over that on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere. And I'm like, all right, man, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and just Watch Tyler Van Beck go to work. You keep thinking that he's this great quarterback. He's not, man. He's. I mean, what's his stat line for the year? How many does he have more picks than touchdowns?
I'd have to look that up.
No, he's
I
probably
think
only
he has
have
what?
6 interceptions. If you count
Well,
the 4 tonight, he probably only has like 6 or 7.
I thought he already had like 3 or 4.
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4. Let me see.
I know he had two
It
against
Florida.
Florida,
Yeah.
and I thought he had another one prior to that.
Did he have one against Notre Dame?
He should have.
No,
Remember that catch
no,
CJ Daniels
CJ. Yeah,
made? That
that
was.
was that
Yep.
was he saved an interception there.
Yep.
Oh,
11-7.
okay. So yeah, he had 3 prior to this game,
Let me see. Yeah.
but
11-7. That is horrible.
as I honestly thought they were going to go down when they got the ball back on that last drive. My first thought was, okay, Mario's going to go for the field goal like Manny Diaz did against Virginia. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
But
And
the difference with that was Manning could have won the game. This guy was
I, I,
going for
I
the
know, I
tie.
know, I know. But I was thinking, okay, is Mario going to go for the win, or is he going to go for the tie? And when they got down there down the field, I'm like, okay, they may just pull this off. But again, I think it was an out pattern. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it got tipped. But I don't know if it had been on target anyway. It may have been a little bit behind.
Well, I mean, yeah,
But
if it doesn't get tipped, it would have been an easier interception, right?
right, right,
Because
right.
the guy barely caught the ball, right? And it's
Yeah,
funny, it went through what side against South Coast? The right side.
the right side. Yes.
All right. I thought this guy
Yeah,
was all world, Mr. Beastly, and all that. Number 34 was
yeah.
destroying him.
But the crazy thing about this game, was it was bad on all fronts. From the coaching, the execution, the refereeing, there were some real questionable calls and non-calls. But that is one thing I noticed talking about the offensive line is I noticed that a lot of balls are getting batted down at the line. Now I don't know if it's because they're thrown too low or if the guys are just I don't know.
Because
But
we're not getting any push, man. I
yeah,
mean, I'm sorry, but you have to watch. I know it's a boring thing to watch, but you got to watch the technique of this offensive line. It is horrible, right? I love my guy, Mount McKinney. He went back on it a little bit, after this year, but there was an interview that he had. He's like, "Hey, man, these guys have bad technique, but he's the offensive line coach. I'm gonna let it be." And when I
yeah,
heard that, I'm like, "Oh, there's a problem." And another thing, I don't like. I could tell you're a good coach when you could coach bad talent. I would never forgive what he did that year one. That was the worst offensive line performance I've seen in my life. If you cannot coach bad players, that means you can't coach at all, right? For Mario bailed you out for getting all these top recruits, right? That doesn't say that you know how to coach. That just says, okay, I have better players than you. That's not coaching. When you have to play against teams that are your level, you're gonna get beat up every single time. And it's just I have not seen Marigold develop. Like I've said, he should have been a guard, right? If he would have been a guard, it would have been better. Number 70 should have taken a red shirt year, and he didn't. But Cuban hates. Cuban wants what I said. What people say, you want Mario gone. You want
you want
like,
Manny back.
yeah, I want Manny back. And it's like, no, man. There's two people in this building that I wanted out, and I didn't want freaking Beck. I didn't want Mirabal, and I didn't want Mush.
Right. All right.
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Please. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
I want to go back to when you was talking about that last drive.
Yes.
I don't think he knew what he wanted to do on that last drive. I don't know if he wanted to go for a field goal or a touchdown
You got a point.
because they were throwing to go for the touchdown. But then that one play when I think they handed off to Marty Brown and
Yeah.
he ran up to the middle, I was like, okay, they're just setting up for the field goal. I think he was like going for the field goal, then he got greedy, and that's what happened.
I don't
And
think he got greedy. It's just the you better go try to win the game. You're right there in the 30 something, right? Like
Cloud
it.
almost fumbled though there, and I think that took him to the throw.
Oh, we were right about that. Yeah, when Lau
Yeah.
almost fumble. Yeah, Lau did fumble the
Hmm.
ball. You're right. I
I
forgot
Yeah.
about.
saw,
Well, it was Lyle. It was Lyle. My bad. Yeah, Lyle.
yeah, because when he had that, he ran when Lyle had that run, and then all of a sudden I saw Louisville jumping up and down. I'm like, no, 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 he didn't. But luckily, he did fumble it, but he did recover it himself. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? But talking about running, old Mister Isaac Brown for Louisville.
From South Florida, from Homestead, that we
Yeah,
did
yep,
recruit.
yep. He had 121 yards on 15 carries. He averaged 7.5 yards a carry. What in the world happened to this run defense?
Our linebackers played like shit.
But
Braun,
we have big linebackers now. We don't have these small puny linebackers.
Doesn't matter if their scheme is horrible.
Hey man, these are things that I was told, man. I wish Miami had a Brom as a coach, right? I'm more of a scheme guy than I have bigger and better because bigger and better gets beat up by by smart coaches every single time, right? You saw the stat that Brom has the most wins in the ACC ever since he's been here, right? So, um, give me a coach like Brom, man. That will that will not line it up. That will scheme it up, right? And I don't know, man. It's ridiculous because you see Louisville doing counters, right? I'm like, what the hell? And we have this great O line, and we cannot pull. We can't do anything. I'm like, but hey, Anthony said that Dawson is one of the greatest offensive, the greatest OC we had at Miami. Yeah, right.
I think Braum knows how to scheme against aggressive defenses. That's what those counters and stuff are for.
And that's
And
yeah.
if you notice, when they call like run plays or so, they were straight up to middle, and they allowed Messidor and Bain to come from the outside. They were going from the outside, but everything was running up the middle. Those gaps were wide open.
Wide open, wide
Why don't we
open.
play action? They stack the box on us. We see them stack the box on us. Why can't we do a play action ever?
They just gonna throw a wide receiver screen. But I
That's
mean, we all made fun of Emery, on all those screens, but it's kind of a sign of the times. But yeah, QB talking about the misdirections and the counters. That's been Miami's defensive kryptonite for a long time. Because, like you said, they get so aggressive that okay, well, we'll just zip right by you. And I did see a few times there. It looked like Miami's defense was going left, and Louisville ran to the right. You know, kind of like back when Miami's line would stunt out of the play. But yeah, that was when I saw that first drive by Louisville, I'm like, oh great, here comes all these gimmicky, crazy type of plays. But then that second drive, I'm like, okay, they may be on to something here, you know. But that,
there.
I mean, okay. I guess the question I should ask everybody is, what did Miami do that was good? What did they do that was right?
Give
Number
Malachi
10.
Tony the ball.
Number 10, Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony left, Malachi Tony right. To be I know what QB said is like, hey man, you can't lean on him. I'm sorry, QB. Unfortunately, you got to lean on him, man. He has to be your first, second, third option, right? If Tony's not open, because you don't have an explosive running game, right? You don't have an explosive quarterback like him, right? So the only explosive player you have is Tony. So, to be honest, you might have to treat Tony like Colorado treated The guy last year, what's it, number
Hunter,
12?
Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Where they told Travis Hunter, you're not even practicing, right?
Hmm.
Probably you probably gonna have to tell Tony, you're not practicing, you're getting iced up, and we'll see you at the game, right? Because we're gonna throw the ball to you about 30 times a game. Hell, if you have to be quarterback, you're gonna have to be the quarterback. I'm sorry, Tony, unfortunately. But one thing, South Coast, you said this in the summer: $4 million for Carson Beck. You could have got that money and done a whole bunch of things.
True.
$4 million, and like Alpaca said, $1 million per interception.
And we're only halfway through the season. So QB, what did you see that was good?
Other than Tony,
Well, I mean anything, because I mean everything was so bad. I mean, did you see anything that was good?
Jacoby Thomas, that was on it.
Yeah,
And the DBs did do some good plays, like Thomas and I think Poiser, that's his name.
yeah,
But the thing was, there were also certain plays where I guess Heatherman had them 10 yards back
Yeah,
for some odd reason, and that just took them out of their zone.
yeah, and especially I mean because we talked about it yesterday even about Bell, that receiver for Louisville. He he had 9 receptions for 136 yards. I mean, he was and he has been all season for him. That was their receiver. But I have one question. Is there going to be a time when Miami receives a kickoff that is not a touchback that there will not be a holding or blocking the back penalty called on Miami's receiving team?
Not with the ACC refs just going to screw us every chance they get.
It's like it's like every time that Miami gets his own kickoff return and they don't do a touchback and run it out the end zone or try to run it back, there always seems to be some kind of penalty every time. Oh, of course, that was a BS call on Malachi about the fair catch signal. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but again, these ACC refs are just getting atrocious because, like I said, there was some very questionable calls on both sides, for both teams, and some calls that weren't made. You know, but yeah, this was horrible. I mean, it was just I don't know if it's because it was a Friday night game. I don't know if it was because everybody that
sir, I need you to watch Rise of the Fall because this guy in Rise of the Fall says it every single time. Friday night games, you know what happens last year against Virginia Tech? What the hell
yeah,
happened?
yeah, and again, and I have said this countless times over countless seasons. You've had almost 2 weeks to prepare for this team, and that's the best you could do.
I need to say something. The
Please,
entire NCAA needs a ref oversight division. SEC sucks. We saw with Georgia and Auburn last week.
yeah,
ACC refs suck. I
yeah,
don't know what the Big Ten. I don't watch them enough, but they probably suck too.
yeah, yeah.
There needs to be an oversight committee.
Something,
Something.
something.
So,
But yeah, Katie, I'm not referring that the refs screwed us over. I'm just saying, as bad as Miami was, the refs were just as bad.
so I'm
Oh,
seeing people on Twitter asking about
but
JoJo, right? Who
Who's
gives a damn
JoJo?
about JoJo Trader? Everybody keeps, where's JoJo? Where's JoJo?
but
Who
it
gives a damn? He's not Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony's doing what he could do and some.
man, you could have had Clayton and Duper out there that wouldn't have made a rat's ass difference. You
I,
know what I mean? You could have had Rice and Taylor.
Lakers all day. What up,
Oh,
man?
let me put them on. Let me put them on. Lakers
Hey
all
man,
day. Talk
what's
to
up,
us.
bro?
Tell us
Hey,
what you
listen,
think about it.
what's up, man? Hey, how y'all doing, man? Listen,
All
bro.
right.
What's up?
I am sick and tired of the linebacker number one. I'm sick and tired of him.
Mm.
But
he need to go to the bench or do something because God dug it. If y'all go back on the highlights and watch the run plays and watch the run plays that they had, they went to his side.
Yep.
They threw the ball to his side. They threw the ball where he was. That number one be costing us a lot of plays, a lot of he just I don't know, bro. Y'all need to go watch that dude when y'all go watch back the highlights. He is bad. He's not bad, but bro, they pick on him a lot.
yeah, I mean, I
Mhm.
was told, look, he looks like a real linebacker. I'm like, man, give me a
That
flag all day, every day over some. I rather
Thank
have
you. Give me
what?
Popo. Do
that
something. But
Popo was bad as well. Too, as
he
well.
Nah,
was
nah.
that
okay. Well, God dog, I need
Do it.
somebody
We'll
other
do.
than
well
that.
that guy you're talking about, that number one, isn't he the guy that came from Minnesota with
No,
Heatherman?
Rucker. It came from
I don't
Rucker.
know where he
Rucker.
came from, but bro, it's weird how you play him like freaking this game. The coach played him first, second, third, and then the fourth quarter he didn't play at all. So if you didn't play him in the fourth quarter at all, but then you play Popo, so then you see the mistakes that he's making on the field. So next game, don't play him or do something. Like y'all need to go back. It's bad, y'all. They ran. It's bad. And that freaking last play, that freaking Bell where was coming up the middle. He was right there on the left side playing zone, and he like stopped. He went left and then he went right, and then Bell just went right past him. And Carson Beck, bro, bro,
Who's
listen.
that? Who's Carson Beck? I don't know. That's it's Tyler.
Listen, bro, I don't know who he talked to. I don't know what food he ate. I don't know where he went on the bye week. Listen, I don't even know where the defense went in the bye week because in the first quarter we couldn't tackle. We was running up the middle. Where the heck was the linebackers at? And why the heck we keep on running up the freaking running up the middle?
Because we
Come
have
on
a
now.
dominant. Because we were told that we have a dominant offensive line.
But this dominant offensive line don't get no goddamn push. If you see, we keep on run up the middle, but guess what happened? All the linebacker, all the offense coordinators, I mean, all the offensive linemen, they all stand up straight and trying to push like they push us on sled. You
Lakers,
need to. What's up?
Lakers all day. I was told that our offensive line is great, and I'm like, isn't it funny that you see that there's no tight ends catching the ball, and that's because they're blocking. They need the tight ends to help the offensive line,
Uh
right?
oh.
Um, I get
And,
killed, man. I get killed for speaking the truth, man. I
So
mean,
so 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 hold up. So like what?
We
So
had this conversation 2 years ago.
yeah,
yep,
we did, but we know Lofton number 87, right?
yep.
Okay, so if Lofton
No,
in 87.
Lofton is 9. 87, it's the other dude.
Okay. So 87 is the blocking tight end, or which
Yep,
one block?
yep.
Okay, so Lofton is the passing tight end.
Yep.
yeah, that's Bauman. Bauman,
Bauman.
is
Yeah,
that who it
Bauman.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why can't they just like do something where something I don't know, bro. Like this is bad. I mean, it's not bad. I'm just mad, bro, because like w- we could have won the game with mistakes with the quarterback and that. Hey, yo, listen, that referee hates us. If
Oh yeah.
that referee played us last season against Virginia Tech, and we almost lost because of him too. That referee, I don't. Hey, listen, we gotta do something about him.
No,
We need
it's
a third receiver and a tight end.
we don't need a third
Um,
receiver.
We
What
Jody,
else?
do no. Listen, bro, we do need a third receiver though.
Well, I
Tony
mean,
is always wide ass open. I don't know what third
He's
receiver we need, man. It's we have the it's just we have Tyler Van Beck. If Tyler Van Beck was more accurate and have a messed up arm, we wouldn't have these issues, right? It's
so,
like
so you're saying
well,
so you're saying if Carson Beck was like a little bit mobiles, they saying
no, if Carson Beck
well,
just stops trying to be trying. I don't know if I don't know what Carson Beck is trying to do, but it's like you're not that guy, dude. Relax. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not e- it's I don't think it's that, bro. It's like if you see like when it's pressure, right? He trying to like he like dances in the pocket and then he like throws off his back foot and then he like lofts the ball up. But I don't know what the heck that is, but
Why
he
is
needs
he
to do.
running? We got to have a better check down than him running. His running sucks. He's not athletic. He's
Yeah,
horribly unathletic.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's running because after he threw about his second interception,
he got
he
down
didn't
on
want to throw the
himself.
ball anymore.
Yeah,
Not
my
past
mom.
5 yards.
Listen, my mom said the same thing you just said.
Got in his head.
My mom said the same thing, bro. And you can see that he be getting in his head when he gets like 3 turnovers or 2 turnovers. He gets in his head, and that's not good as a quarterback. That you get in your head just because you make a mistake like that. Like I understand you have to, get down. Like don't get down yourself. I'm saying you should pick yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? Be the leader and be like shake it off. You know what I'm saying? But you can see in his face that he like brings himself down and mopes about it and gets sad instead of just
Do
trying to
you
get back out there and play.
do you think that's a coaching issue? Because the one thing I've noticed with Dawson,
Mm-hmm.
when
So,
QBs struggle,
Mm-hmm.
they resort to screen passes. Like
I,
there's no other option for them. It's like, oh,
I
he's
I've
struggling.
kind of
Throw screen
I've
passes.
kind of noticed that too, where something's not working, then they
they
start
throw a
relying
screen
on that
pass. Yeah.
screen.
Yeah. We threw a lot of screen passes the last game too. And Florida game. So I don't think it's the quarterback, like I said last year or last week. Qu-
Beck threw 2 picks in against Florida.
Yeah, but I was like I'm saying, like Carson Beck, he's gonna do what the offensive coordinator does. He's not gonna go off script like
Nope.
Cam Ward does. You know what I'm saying? Cam Ward's gonna come out here and audible, and you know what I'm saying. He's low key gonna he low key's gonna freaking go tell what's our freaking offensive coordinator that yes, okay, cool, I'll do this play. But guess what? On the field, he's gonna audible that because he knows all the plays. He's gonna audible and go to his play that freaking he wants. But Carson Beck, he just runs the play that our offensive coordinator wants to play run. He doesn't do no audibles.
I
But
think
is that
That's
a
I
coaching
think Cam
thing?
Ward last year audibled out of every single play.
yeah,
Every
Yeah,
single play.
yeah.
exactly.
But that's a good. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing, but it's like sometimes you need to have the balls to audible out some of these plays that the freaking OC is having because some of these plays are not good that he's
Oh,
had.
hold on.
Carson Beck doesn't have balls. He got cheated on. He has no balls. He's no alpha.
Hold on. You just said Cam Ward all about the plays because he didn't like it.
Uh-huh.
So with Carson Beck, you're saying, hey, you need to audible these plays. But shouldn't the OC know that these plays are not working?
Yeah, yes. Oh, I mean, he's watching the game like everybody else, like we are. But I mean, you know how stubborn these head coaches are and these offensive. They're stubborn. They're gonna run their plays, and they're gonna think their plays work. That's what I'm saying. Carson Beck needs to go audible these plays because you know what I'm saying. Like every coach think that their play is the best play. You know what I'm saying. But that's why I said like Carson Beck is different because like something like when he like throws interceptions, he gets down on himself. Right. He's confident when he makes good plays and you know what I'm saying. But when he throws a lot of pick, he gets down on himself
Do you
and
think that,
that's
okay,
bad.
do
Go
you
ahead.
think that Carson Beck should run the offense more and less of Dawson?
I
Because
think
here's
so.
the thing now, because I know Tyler Van Beck likes to get on TVD, but
Mhm.
remember when after TVD got benched and he went to Dawson and said, hey, I want to run these plays.
yep.
TVD didn't throw any more picks that year.
Mhm. Yeah, but
So
yeah. I think so.
is this
Yes,
a
because
Dawson issue now, is it?
that's what it looked
I
like.
mean,
Because God dug it.
yeah,
Last game and the game before that, we were struggling with our offense, right? Saying, guess what? Who's calling the plays? The offensive coordinator, right? Not Mario.
Yep.
So
Well,
it's the
well,
offensive
well,
coordinator.
well, well, well.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go.
My, well, excuse, I'm sorry. I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. You can't see it. Oh, we're blaming the wrong person. I told you guys who the real offensive
We're
coordinator.
not. We're not doing this.
I told you the real offensive coordinator is. The
We not.
offense has not changed since Oregon, right? And there's one guy that keeps coming
Oh,
from Oregon, right? So I
we're not
told
doing
you who the
this.
real offensive coordinator is. Same. exact same play calling, right? You could get a freaking Jed Fish as our offensive coordinator. You could get whomever. You
Ooh,
could get Lane Kiffin as our offensive coordinator. But if that guy's in the building,
Hmm.
best believe you know what every play is gonna look like.
Run
Hey,
up the middle.
hey, let me ask you a question, right? I mean, I know that I'm talking about the Dolphins and our offensive coordinator for the Dolphins, but I'm not saying this gonna happen. I'm not saying I wanted it to happen.
I would do it. I know
You
you.
would do it?
I
Okay.
would do it. I would hire.
Okay.
I would hire McGeek as our OC. I would hire McGeek as our.
Okay. So you like how McGee I'll call him McDonald's, but you like how McDonald's run the plays over there?
Yeah, he's creative.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
So
tired of this student body left, student body right down the field, and
up the middle.
yeah,
I
yeah.
sort of agree with Cuban about the tinfoil hat thing.
Hmm.
Because here's the thing: if we're gonna credit Mirabal and Cristobal for great O line coaching,
Stop
Hmm.
that.
there.
I ain't gonna let you slide that there, QB.
No, no, no,
Ain't
no,
gonna
no.
let you
Listen,
slide
are
that.
you
There ain't
listening?
no great offensive line coaching bullshit. It's just I
No, no,
got
no.
bigger dudes
Cuban,
than you
listen.
do.
Cuban, listen. What I'm saying is, if we're gonna credit Mirabal and Cristobal as good OC coaches, that they're the best, they should have more creativity for that O line instead of running up the gut all the time. They should
true,
have the ability to say, hey, let's run outside. That's on them as well.
true, true.
So that's the
Yeah.
part where I kind of agree with you on, because I'm like, if y'all if y'all can be this good, you could say, hey, counters and stuff like that, because that's what makes a great O line. Because
Yeah,
how we're
Hmm.
gonna sit here and say these O line are good, but they go to the NFL and don't know how to run a counter
right.
See
or
what
off tackle.
you see
Go
what's
ahead.
what's kind of weird, what's kind of funny is that like something if you go watch our O line, right? Our O line, it's a good passing O line, right? So like we can block and we can protect the quarterback, but our running, like saying like when like our like offensive line runs the ball, it doesn't get no push. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just running up the middle. So I feel like our O line is better at passing
Nope.
instead of running. That's
Nope.
what I think.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You're not watching the game. Number 34 was destroying our left tackle, our right tackle. The left tackle was a brick, right? The only reason why our pass blocking looks good is because we have an extra tight end. We do max protect, right? There's only 1 year we did not do max protect. That was last year. Last year with Cam Ward, right?
Hmm.
Mario knows that this guy is not a good coach. Mario knows that this is not a good offensive line. So he needs. Do you remember when Restrepo was playing an extra tight end? People forget that. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
haven't.
remember.
I do too. I'm
I
like, what
Playing
remember
the
him
tight
hell?
playing
end.
fullback.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was playing tight end and fullback. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, Mario needs to recruit these big running backs because he needs all the blocking as possible. I don't know if it was QB that said it, like, oh, we need another third receiver. No, we don't, because there's only two receivers going to catch the ball in this mirror ball offense, right? That's it. So it's only two, because it's funny. Oh, somebody told me, hey man, what happened to number three? I'm like, yeah, he just disappeared, right? So we just throw the ball to two people. So having a third person on the field does not matter because we're only going to throw to
Hold on.
two people.
Hold on. We used three receivers last year and a tight end. And the year before that, we used three receivers, but no tight end.
Who was a quarterback?
Ward and TVD beforehand.
Yeah, last year we used our tight end because you know
He was healthy. He was healthy.
it's
Because
not that he
he
was
was
And
healthy.
hurt
and
the year
Loki,
with
he was
TVD.
better than some titles we have now. But go ahead.
It's not that he was healthy; it's because Cam Ward was a damn wizard, right? And he could
yeah,
scramble out of plays here and there. So you don't need an extra tight end to help because you
right.
knew you knew Cam Ward was agile. Where I told people, and I was told, he was fast and everything. Beck is not agile. He's going to have a lot of pressure. He's going to do a lot of dumb things, right?
He's like a snail in the pocket
Like,
sometimes.
yeah, it's like, oh, but he's fast. I'm like, all right, you
Who
know.
said? Wait, who said he was fast?
I'm not gonna say name Studio One. He's gonna.
Yeah,
Studio.
maybe he's fast for running in mud. I don't know, but that's what he looks like.
Well, did you just tell me that Studio once said that to Carson Beck fast?
Yep.
Wasn't that the same person that said told Studio Beck that he don't know football? All right, we okay.
I'm trying to
Get
get
off
him
this
on.
subject.
I'm trying to get him on. I sent him a
Get
message.
off this subject, bro.
Oh
No, we're not doing this tonight.
man.
We're not doing this. Nope. Mm-mm.
I tried to get
But
him on. I sent him
Mm-mm.
a message. So
Mm-mm.
I'm not talking
Mm-mm.
behind his back.
No,
but
no,
you
I'm
know,
not. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about nobody's bad. I'm just saying.
yeah. But you know what the crazy thing is? We're halfway through the season now. And me look I look back at, week one to now, and I haven't really seen much difference in anything.
You talking about the offense or defense? Which one?
Yeah.
Or both?
It's like you don't see too many. I mean, yeah, you had the little razzle dazzle play tonight with Malachi, and then the 2
Oh, you
point
saying the
convert. Yeah,
offense? The offense?
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
little razzle dazzle. But I feel like, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm seeing
Play calling for the
offensive,
offense
the same offensive play callings
that you seen
and
yes
game
last week
plans that I've seen all
before.
year.
And
And
not last year, but
not
Yeah,
last year.
this,
I'm talking this year.
but
This year
this
so
year,
far.
yeah, the same play. Say, yeah, I
Um,
got you. It's kind of
and
bad.
and also with the defense,
Hmm.
you know, I think I've been seeing basically the same thing. Fortunately, the front 4 or 7 were able to get through and disrupt in the backfield. But I cannot believe that this Louisville offensive line did what they did to Miami's front 4, front 7, etc., to where the defensive backs were exposed like that.
Because
Oh,
you know why? Because if hold on,
dramatic pause, leave us in suspense. But what
I
I'm saying,
think
I'm not saying
facts. Go ahead.
the defensive backs are bad. I'm not
Hmm.
questioning their ability. No, I'm just saying, there was times previous games I've seen them 5, 10 yards off the receivers. And I guess that's just my opinion. I feel like I've seen the same song and dance,
Hmm.
maybe in a different venue or different dance style, but I feel like I've seen the same thing. And what do y'all think?
I
Yeah.
think Katie mentioned it earlier. Miller Moss was getting the ball out real quick. He wasn't
Very
letting
quick.
them get to him. Like there were
No.
a few plays where he was holding on the ball about probably about 5 seconds, but other than that, he was getting the ball out quick. Whether it was in the middle of the field, on the outside field, that's what they were doing. So Bain and Mesut, like
QB, but I got a question, QB. Where was he throwing the ball to?
Bell
Where was he catch? Where was Bell catching the ball at?
In the middle of the field
middle
where the
and
freaking
outside.
It
linebackers
was in the
was.
middle all the whole game. It was the middle of the field.
Where the freaking linebackers
Yeah.
was. That's why I
That's
said
what
number
Lakewood talk
one.
about. Yeah, that's what Lakewood said. It's like, hey man, linebackers, you don't have to go blitz the damn quarterback. Dawson has a good setup of having the safeties blitz. Linebackers, stay in the middle of the field because Miller Moss, all he does is throw the ball to the middle of the field. If we could have had a billions in interceptions if we just stayed your ass in the middle. If you do rewatch this game, if you're crazy enough, you'll see like if the linebacker every time the linebackers push up, Miller Moss threw the ball in the middle. I'm like, just stay in
I
the
don't
middle.
know.
But
It's number
Louisville's
one, but
offensive line did a great job of chop blocking.
oh yeah,
That
they
was
sure
perfect.
did. They
They
sure
did a
did.
great job. They got the ball out quickly and they chop blocked to give them time. That was genius because they knew they couldn't block our front 4. They knew it. They knew they couldn't, but that's what they did. They chop blocked and got it out quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
quick question for everybody:
Hmm.
when do you bench a QB after how many picks?
Will you pay him $4 million? I don't know.
Well, that and
Yeah.
plus when you have Emery on the bench that really hasn't, you know, don't know what he can do.
Well,
Again,
sure.
what?
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, I can't say nothing because look,
if he would have thrown 3 picks in the first half, then you probably would have done it. But you don't want to put your backup QB in with 2 minutes left in the game to save the game.
yeah. Hey, I can't say nothing because my goddamn Dolphins out here didn't bench tour in 5 games, so I can't say nothing.
But
Well,
this is my thing. Sorry, Sopco. This is
no,
my
no.
this is something that I've been screaming since year one of Mario. You got to develop a quarterback.
Yeah, we do because
You,
we yeah we
you,
do. We have
it's
to.
the same thing with the Dolphins and the Canes. You have to develop a quarterback. You cannot be in year four and have zero competition at the most important position in college in sports. Forget in college football, in sports. If Beck is walking on this field thinking that I could throw 10 interceptions, they're not going to bench me. You cannot have any player thinking like that, right?
But look, that's the same. Okay, listen. What you just said, that's the same thing what Tua said.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, but Tua said. But that's what Tua was freaking talking about in the internet when in the media. He was talking about he's talking like I don't freaking care about you saying how many interceptions I have or nothing like that. Like I'm still going to my family. And so like these players don't care about interceptions
Yeah, but
or
this
or-
is where a coach has to be responsible and say, there is no position here that is secured, right? Everybody I keep looking on Twitter, everybody's like, where's JoJo? Where's JoJo? Who gives a damn about JoJo? JoJo got outplayed and out recruited by Malachi Tony, right?
Well, and talking about Carson, I could think of at least 4 million reasons why they're not going to bench him.
because of the
They're not.
money.
They're
So,
not going to.
so
They're
let me
not.
ask you a question. So
In
next
other
game
words,
he throws two interceptions in the first half. You keep him in?
well, me, me personally, no. But again, let's go into the tinfoil hat scenario. You know, do you think the powers that be or that are paying this kid $4 million plus go let Mario put him on the bench and sit there? You know what I mean? Oh, I mean,
I
I
mean,
hope it. I hope it doesn't come to okay. He's got these two interceptions in the first quarter. All right, what do they do? I hope it don't come to that. But oh, you know, it's since the Notre Dame game, it's kind of Beck's kind of gotten progressively worse.
let me ask you a question, right? Okay, look, so look, if Carson Beck, right, if he looked like Tua
Tyler.
looked like, right, if Carson Beck looked like Tua right now, do you think Mario would have benched him?
No, because Mario's not. He doesn't. He gives positions out. He doesn't. This team, there's no competition in this team. If you start from the beginning of the season, you're going to be able to start at the end of the season unless there's injuries, right? So Mario does not allow people to compete. I hope you guys are understanding that. If you win the battle in the summer, that's it.
Mhm.
He's not gonna. If you have a bad game, a bad what, he's not gonna bench you. He does. He's not that type of coach. So it's you're just stuck with this guy, unfortunately. And
He did that with Gaddis in the first few years, and he did it
Yeah.
last year with the defensive coordinator. We had an awesome offense, and we got drugged down by our defense game after game, and he didn't make a change. He could have done anything, and that defense would have got better.
now South Coast, you and I are going to get on a van if Mario at the end of the season says, "I didn't talk to Dawson about anything. I just let him. I am
Mm,
going to beat that mother lover up."
mm,
'Cause we're seeing
mm.
these issues. Don't give me in the end of the season. I saw it, but I didn't say anything about it.
Ooh, boy,
Don't do that.
I think that would create if that was to happen. I knew that Carson wasn't really 100%, but back early in the season, but nah, the shit's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be a shit storm. But anyway, but the thing is, regardless, I mean, is Emery capable of coming in? I think he got playing time in what the Bethune Cookman game. I think the last quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not saying he's good
Probably.
or I'm not saying he's good
I,
or anything, but you gotta. I mean,
but
this is year four. You gotta have. You should have had a quarterback developed by now.
oh yeah, exactly, because this is Emery's what, a sophomore,
No,
junior,
he's a junior.
junior. Yeah, yeah, because they burned his red shirt. Yeah, that's right. He's a junior, so I mean, you got to. I mean, are we going to get another NIL quarterback next year? You know what I mean? Oh, what about Judd? You know,
Mhm.
Nickel. Then you got this other little kids. This other little guy's supposed to be coming in next year. But I just, but that is concerning though. That if God forbid something happens to Beck's arm. Okay, I don't want to wish any harm on anybody. But if something happens to Beck and he goes down, can Emory step in and not miss a beat?
The question you got to ask is, can Dawson develop a QB?
We don't know.
I was told he was a QB. It's funny because
We don't
I was
know.
told Mario develops QB. So if you could develop, he developed Cam Ward and what's Buddy from the Chargers, right?
Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah, right. If you could develop all these dudes, right? Why don't you go ahead and develop? I hope people understand. Look at history again. Everywhere Mario has been, all of his high school QBs have sucked under him. He has not developed not one quarterback. He's
And
recruited a 5-star, he's recruited high 4-star QBs, and none of them have developed. Zero under his
and
watch.
and I'll just say
Tyler
this:
Schaub is the
if
only one, but Tyler Schaub developed under Brown, a good coach.
if if they were developing quarterbacks, why did you have to go out and spend 4 million plus for Carson Beck this year?
Well, he knows he can't. That's why he went after Ward, and that's why he went after. That's why we're portal jumping every year.
Exactly.
Well, South Coast this is something that people have destroyed me countless of times. You had these years to develop, right? You wanted Ja'Cory Brown here, right? I wasn't a big Ja'Cory fan. I was a bigger,
Me too.
you know,
I just wanted Jakari to have a fair shot.
Me too. Me
You
too.
know,
and it's like you had all these years and you didn't develop. What my bad? I'm sorry.
getting kind of serious
That
out
race
there.
car NASCAR over there. Formula One over there.
Bro's setting fires over there.
Cuban hot boy.
And now I'm next. I'm
Anyway,
next. The thing is, I'm next to a hospital. That's why.
okay,
Oh,
nice. What
But
was you
yeah, no.
saying, Cuban?
This is the thing. It's like the development, man. We've been saying it since year one. Like you got to get a quarterback and develop him here, And I told everybody last year, I'm like, we're in trouble next year because we have not developed a quarterback yet. And then Carson Beck, he was at Georgia, he won the national championship. I'm like, all right, guys, okay, all right, let's see, right? But you have to develop a quarterback because if something happens, you're in trouble. And I told people a clear thing was last year in the bowl game.
Oh
You
Lord,
saw
not
every
oh
and everybody wanted to ignore that. I'm like,
oh.
hey guys, everybody wants to fire Gidry. I would have fired Dawson for having, Emery look so bad. I'm like,
Yeah,
how is this possible?
right.
All you were doing with Emery was what you was. So my question is again, I asked people this question: if Emery was the QB, what would have been the difference this game?
nothing.
Nothing.
4 less picks.
Yeah, still this probably one more screen pass,
Or,
5
but
or,
more.
or maybe
yeah,
a bubble. Maybe a
yeah,
bubble.
a little
Bubble.
bubble.
It,
But
Bubble.
yeah,
Like always.
probably.
but it's something that you mentioned, South Coast, is the allocation of money, right? If you're going to run this offense, you should have just kept Emery. You should have got other players. I don't know, another offensive lineman, defensive tackle, linebacker, cornerback. You could have got like 5 more players for all that money you get a Carson back, right? You knew Carson. I never was this Carson Beck fan. I'm like, what are you guys doing, man? If you're gonna take that money, you should have spent it on a. You see, when you had an explosive QB, you went to have from having an explosive QB to a drop back, sloth. I'm sorry, you
You're
know.
right, bro. You're right. But it's see that now you keep on talking about our offensive coordinator and bro, it's bad, bro. Like bro, like even what South Coast King said, bro, it's the same plays every week. We already know what's gonna come. He gonna run up the middle, right? He gonna do a bubble screen. What happened? He gonna throw it to the running back on the right or left side. You know what I'm saying? He gonna probably go deep or Loki. He gonna do the freaking curl route with Malachi Tony or CJ. It's this offensive coordinator is bad, bro. He don't mix it up for nothing.
There's something we're ignoring as well.
What's up?
Do we develop receivers?
We develop slot receivers.
Yeah, because we slot receiver you over here.
I'm
I
sorry.
like
I'm
that.
sorry to
That
get myself.
that's
I'm sorry to get myself a pat in the back again. But
that
I said
that's
Beard. I said Beard. You're on my. You're on my warning list
that,
Yeah, he
that
might need to go too, y'all.
because I'm like
that's
Beard. You're letting a lot of good receivers from South Florida leave. You're not. You're.
It's
that's a
You're only playing three. Everybody got on Luke as well, right? Because of the whole Ray thing, right? And it's like you don't rotate your receiver. You only play three receivers at max, right? So
But Loki, he's doing the same thing right now too, because he only playing three receivers now.
yeah,
He's
and,
playing
and, one,
zero.
and one more thing, Lakers, your best receivers, right, are
Hmm.
playing in Bama and Georgia. How the hell you let those two monsters go, right? In
Yeah.
Horton and in what's the guy in Georgia? Uh,
uh Coley
Kobe Young?
Kobe
Young.
Young. Yes.
But that's a good question, QB. I you know, I mean Restrepo was already Restrepo.
Yeah, but then we had
Okay.
Barrios, right? Then we had Barrios.
No.
Barrios was Barrios.
Yeah. Like Malachi is
Yeah.
Malachi.
Malachi, he was in high school last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
So
he's still a
I
slot receiver.
yeah, he
Malachi
is.
is special.
But
He's
but
special.
what I think and I'm gonna let you jump in, Alpaca. QB, are you I mean you're asking what freshman receivers have come in and been developed and then hit the field. Is that what you're asking?
Freshman receivers that have come in and got better under this regime, under these 2 years under Dawson and Beard, because
I
I
haven't.
know people are bringing up JoJo. We got Chance Robinson, we got
Yeah,
Nye Carr,
yeah,
and there's some other guys, and I'm
We
like,
got freaking Ray
when are
Ray.
they
Where
going to
the
see the
heck Ray
field?
Ray at?
yeah.
Yeah, where the heck Ray Ray at? Where's Ray Ray?
It's like what's going on. You know,
I told you what Mario does. It's this is this you guys have to understand. If you win your position in the summer, that's it. You might nobody else is playing. That's the way he does it. There's no rotations, right? There's only one rotation, which is the dumbest rotation. That's the left guard. He keeps switching McCoy and on Pancake in and out, which is the dumbest thing on the face of the earth, right? But if you think about it, there is nobody on the field that rotates.
Yeah, the wide receivers not they don't rotate because if you go from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, it was only Malachi, CJ, and zero. That's it.
Yeah, and Mario, you gotta. This is my, everybody keeps saying Mario's this tough guy coach, discipline, rah rah rah. This is what we need. Man, if you're a real coach, you will take 61 big ass and put him at left guard. You'll take 70 off the damn field. You put 78 at left or right tackle, and you get somebody else at the right tackle, right? Like,
yeah.
and that center. I'm sorry, and this is something that Coach Hay said. That damn center. I'm sorry, he is just a little bit too small, right?
He
Like,
said he
we have a lot of
he
big.
said that today.
No, Coach Hay said this a while ago, and that the
Oh,
center
okay.
keeps getting his ass pushed back. You gotta get that number. You gotta get his ass out of there, man.
Well, let's not forget
Brockermeyer.
Brock
Brock.
Lamar. Yes, let's not forget that earlier this year you had that kid out of Iowa or something like that verbally pledged his commitment to Miami, the offensive lineman, the greatest offensive lineman in the country
Oh,
with
from St.
Olympic
Louis. Yeah.
parents. I
Cantwell.
don't I don't know where can't I don't know if he's
I think
still
it's
playing
Montana he came out of.
Montana, but anyway, you know, but yeah, I don't know, after the first four games, I really thought we were on to something, but watching this, and I'm not saying all hope is lost, okay,
Hmm.
but but you know, from what I've seen and read, Louisville wasn't that good of a team that they showed themselves to be tonight. what they showed to me was that damn Braun can coach and scheme his ass off.
But
You
that's
know,
like all Louisville coaches. Because what's the
yeah,
Louisville coach before Braun? Was it Satterfield or something?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
Satterfield.
did the same thing. They run the same cross
yeah,
drag routes
yes,
all the time, and
Because
that
right.
but
kills
guess
us.
what? You know why? Because our linebackers they like to stop the run. They don't like to be in cover, especially number one. Number one, he can't cover for nothing. But he
Can't
sure
tackle
can.
either.
Yeah, but he sure can get up there and hit somebody though. But he can't cover.
Yeah.
And you know, so like okay, so like our defense. Okay, look, I like our defense, right? Because like we have Jacoby Thomas, we have Scott, right, and we have some we look we have a good secondary, right? Because you know, so like this game here, it was Scott's game. Last game we had it was Kobe's game and Bain. So we have a lot of good versatile DBs and safety, so we good on that side. But it's just the linebackers. And you know what else, y'all? I want to get back to having the 6'5", 6'6" speed rusher DNs. I'm tired of these freaking power defensive ends, bro. Where the heck is the Jalen Phillips? You know, just like 6'5", the Russos 6'5". Where are those guys? Why do we have these big old stocky DNs? We need those 6'5" speed DNs, man. Where they at?
Because folks will call them tweeners.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
We like
so
to look big.
yeah,
Yep.
but they not big. I mean they big, but they big for being in the middle. Hey, you know, you like okay, okay, look, okay, look, imagine we had Bane, right? Bane and Metador in the middle, right? Then we had Russo and Phillips on the outside, right? Wouldn't that be the greatest D line ever? Because you got
Well,
two speed
Well,
people, right?
didn't Mesidor when he transferred to Miami? Didn't he? Wasn't he at defensive tackle?
well, hold on one second. One second. This is something that me, South Coast, and Rent Free have been saying. Our strength and conditioning coach has sucked, right? You had a top Cyrus Moss, right? Came in here looking like a
Oh yeah.
pencil, and
Yeah.
you never developed him, right? He never got bigger. You got the other kid from Chicago, number 12, still looks like a toothpick, right? Shad, oh yeah, Shad was the one that brought this up, right? Recruiting to the standard, right? And when
Right.
Shad went down the list, our defensive end was 6'3", 6'4", 210 pounds, something like that, right?
Carried
And
a
it's like,
bag of potatoes.
yeah, exactly. And it's like we have not. There is bigger issues with this program that people don't really want to talk about because of Kane's insight and their freaking daily shows telling you this is the greatest. I'm sorry to call people's names out, but it's people like Kane's insight that
Bro,
have
I low key just realized who you talking about now. 'Cause they be on every darn day.
yeah,
Locked on Canes.
and they give out these false narratives, these false hopes because they're
Well,
getting paid, right? And
exactly.
unfortunately, me and South Coast are the bad guys. We're not Canes fans of this damn program because we tell you what the real is, and it's like there's a lot of issues with this program, but we're lucky that we're playing in the sorry ass ACC with
Ooh.
a weak ass schedule, right? And we've been getting by, with a all time QB in Cam Ward last year, right?
Right.
And it's like last year was supposed to look bad, real bad, right?
Right.
But Mario got saved by Cam Ward last year, right?
Oh Lord,
And
yeah.
now you're starting to see the warts little by little. They're going to start trickling in. I think we have the best team in the nation outside of Tyler Van Beck and Mirabal. But like I said before, Mario's he's a great coach, but he's not a national championship coach. He's going to get us to win 10, 11 games every single year, but he's not going to take us over that. Manning could get it to 10 wins, but he was not going to get us to 11 and 12. Mario probably can get you to 11 and 12, but you're not going to go anywhere
And
beyond.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask everybody. So right now Miami is 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
Our last 6 games, we got Stanford next week, at SMU, Syracuse, North Carolina State, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw tonight, okay, and I can only go by what I saw tonight because if the trend continues, we're going to probably lose 2 more games. All right, maybe one more. I don't know. But between Stanford, SMU, Syracuse, NC State, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh, what do you think Miami's record's going to be this second half of the season?
Pittsburgh is going to destroy us.
Yep, I agree.
Pittsburgh, the one to watch for.
What about North Carolina State?
Nah,
Nah.
I think SMU is the team to watch out for. They don't have a defense,
They got an offense.
but offense. They play
Yeah,
a way that can give Miami trouble.
just
And it,
like tonight with Louisville.
and it's the first time Miami leaves. I mean, it's only their second away game is at SMU. Me, I don't think Stanford. I don't think Stanford's going to be a big issue.
But they got them
Uh,
Pittsburgh in the middle though.
SMU could. Syracuse, I don't know. We didn't think they were that good last year either, except for Shad.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
Virginia Tech, I don't see it, but it is Virginia Tech, but I doubt it. But yeah, I've kind of circled that Pittsburgh game back in August. You know, I thought that Pittsburgh game would be very interesting because last game of the season at Pittsburgh, November, and you know Miami's history when it comes to Pittsburgh at the end of the year. You know,
Clemson had Clemsoning. We have Marioing.
yes.
Every year we have to expect one loss.
And
Unfortunately.
I have a bad feeling I'm gonna get ridiculed for this, but I think Miami's gonna probably drop one, maybe 2 more games.
I'm not gonna say this so, but it's funny that in the summertime, South Coast, you got destroyed, right, for saying that this was gonna happen, right? It's just like it's like, hey man, it is what it is.
But see, here's the thing, and here let me tell y'all why I say that. Not because I'm playing Chicken Little because Miami lost tonight. No, from what I saw, and I'm no expert, okay. I learned my football skills from Pee Wee Middle School and Madden, okay, low high school. But anyway, I don't proclaim to be an X's and O's type of guy. But anyway, the trend again, you can't, no matter what you do, you still got the Miami trend where you drop that first game and then you're gonna lose probably 1 or 2 more games. Oh, and that SMU, Syracuse, and Pittsburgh just jumps out at me because now Louisville has exposed
Hey,
how to take care of Miami. Florida State kind of did it a little bit, a little. Even though, and
Yeah, Florida
Florida,
State was kind
Florida,
of the starters.
yeah,
hey,
and Florida did a little bit, okay,
it's it's
but
South Coast team. This is funny. My bad, but check this out. I'm watching Coach Hayes right now, right? And the comment and the guy on underneath the screen said, Hurricane Pete said Cam Ward covered up a lot of Dawson's flaws that we are seeing now.
Huh.
I said that
oh
last year.
We
yeah,
all said that, but everybody
yeah,
want to destroy us. It's like,
yeah, yeah,
well, well,
but
I got a couple things. If Mario was a good coach, he would pull positions next game, right? He would bench people, right?
Yeah,
Who
He
gets
would.
I
benched?
I
I
don't know.
think he would because he's
I would
mad.
just bench people for the hell of it. Like for the first drive, I would bench Tyler Van Beck the first drive, right? Just to send a message like this is not acceptable, right?
Who
I would
else?
bench. The linebackers, like
Number
Lake,
one, oh,
yeah,
he
I
need to
would
go.
bench all the linebackers, right? It's like
Wait,
all you guys are being
Wesley,
benched.
Wesley too? I don't think Wesley. Nah, hold on. Now,
Not,
Wesley
All,
played pretty good.
all
but
you,
Saint, but
you got to
Saint,
send, you got to
but
send a
Saint,
message.
but Saint has been doing pretty good,
Yeah,
in my
he
I don't
played
care.
good. That's
You got to send a message,
Oh,
right?
don't be such a hard
oh,
ass,
come
QB.
on,
You
man.
have
Come on,
Wesley,
man.
bro,
you got
Wesley played his game. He played a good game tonight.
Where's the
that's fine. You
love,
got to
QB?
send a message. But hold on, Fine, before I finish, I just thought about something.
Oh,
I
Oh
know the
shit.
real reason we lost. I hope
Okay, what is it?
I hope the CEO I hope the CEO is in here.
No, don't you blame this
There
juju
is
on me. Don't
there
you
is
put
a
that
guy.
juju on me,
Hold
Ricky
on,
Bobby. Don't you put
don't
that
no
juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
hey, you relax there. There's a guy, I'm not saying who. There's five people on this stage. There's one guy in here that was rocking a different team's color and flipped the damn Hurricanes hat around. I'm not saying who it is, right? We lost one because he I'm getting beat up in the comments already. All right. There's one guy in here that's the ultimate traitor.
What?
And
Wait,
because
what?
it was his fault, the reason why we lost
Okay,
the game.
okay. I'll take it.
hey
I'll
yo,
take it.
Cuban
I'll
getting, hey
take it.
yo, Cuban getting
I'll
drop
take it.
kicked.
I'll take it. I'll take
Peter
it.
at
I'll
the
take it.
LSU game. You seen the comments here? Yeah, you see?
But
I'm
don't
sorry.
put that. Don't you put that stuff on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
But no. But seriously though, oh, I really think that everything just all the stars lined up, and I believe that I think Louisville just showed everybody how to beat us.
I don't think so. I mean, how do you beat us?
Let us beat ourselves. Totally confuse us. Just like
Quick
we talked
passing
about.
game.
Exactly. The counter,
Chop
misdirection.
blocking.
Not yeah, you know.
But it's not even that. For me, bro. It was the first quarter, y'all, because
Oh,
it was the first quarter. I'm not saying the first quarter when we had the ball,
The
but
first
it
drive.
was like the first drive where like Louisville had the ball, right? And like on defense, our tackling wasn't there. It wasn't even nowhere to be found.
I
You know
thought
what
I
I'm
had
saying?
went back in time.
And they drove down the field and they scored because of our defense wasn't there. And then after that, our offense started getting stalled out again. And then they came back, defense came back on the field, and they scored another drive. And then our offense stalled again. No, come on, we're not. People say that we're balanced. Yes, our defense is good, but when our defense doesn't come to play in the first quarter and doesn't have that energy and that fire to them, our offense have to come back with the freaking fire for them. Because if they don't, we're gonna see it, and our defense is not really, you know what I'm saying? Because if we have to have a balanced team, we have a balanced team, but it's just the offensive coordinator can't do his goddamn job right.
Yeah.
We have a good team.
Well, yeah, we got a good team. We got a real good, talented team.
I think what
And
you're trying to say is
Hmm.
put us in shootout mode
What you mean by
because
that?
We can't go
because
in shootout mode.
outside of let's see, who do we play? Bethune Cookman. Have we scored like over 30 points against any P4 teams
Hmm.
outside of what, Florida? I think maybe we had
uh
31.
let's see, we had 27 on Notre Dame, 45 on Bethune, 49 on South Florida,
Oh, okay.
26 on Florida, and 28 on Florida State. So yeah, we haven't. I mean, you take Bethune and South Florida, which I mean, South Florida is a pretty decent team, but I'm really starting to second guess from what I
Uh,
saw tonight. I'm just second guessing what I've seen so far, but that's just probably because they lost tonight. But
Yeah,
yeah,
tonight, do you think like you're trying to second guess because of the defense or the offense? Which one is it?
for me, it's the whole body of work.
More offense with me.
Yeah, more offense, but it's still kind of a whole body of work. I mean,
See, you see, but guess what? Last year we was talking about the defense was the problem. Now
right.
this year we're talking about the offense. Offensive coordinator is a problem. But really, I mean, but
It,
really,
Problem.
go ahead.
Mario's the problem. I think we do a disservice to our fans, to our donors, to our boosters if Dan Radkovich doesn't grow a pair of balls and go after Golish. I want that University of South Florida coach. He's
Alpaca will be
nasty.
careful.
He's nasty. And I love it. He takes his talent and he makes the most out of his talent. If we go after Golish, in 4 years we win a natty. Book it.
Alpaca, be careful. You're starting to get up. I'm number two on the list. You cannot get number two. I think you're trying to get on number three.
you
Don't say
can't
that because
you
you're
can't
gonna
jump
you're,
me. You
you're a
can't
Manny
jump me.
lover.
Can't jump me. Well,
Yeah,
think about it though. You know, yeah, I think this year, I think the offense, just the sheer consistency of the offense, play calling wise, etc. But I mean, Mario's what? This is his
Yeah,
fourth year of a 10-year contract.
8. No,
What's
what
the
is it?
hurry?
10? No, it's 10 years. Yeah.
10 year. What's the hurry? I still got 6 years. I'm getting paid for the next 6 years at least. I mean, I know that's I know we talked about that before, and I know it sounds a little outlandish, but you know, who knows? But
I,
I don't know. I don't
I
care.
just asked ChatGPT what Mario Cristobal's buyout was. Fine 22 mil. Get Golish.
What
that's not.
was it?
22.7 mil according to ChatGPT.
no, it
That's
should be
all.
more than that.
Well,
I thought,
Gary.
It
yeah,
should at least be about 40.
that's what I was thinking.
Well,
30,
Gary,
40.
Gary Furman said if Mario can't do it, nobody else could do it.
Not necessarily.
That's what he said. If Mario cannot fix this, nobody can.
But
N- no, that's a lie because the thing is, Mario's the only one they invested in.
right,
Well, no, I'm saying what Gary Furman said is like if
Yeah,
Mario
yeah.
cannot figure this out, no other coach could figure this out.
I know the coach can figure this out.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they can.
because
The guy in the opposite sideline today, Braun. You put Braun in
exactly,
Miami, we would have won about two national championships already.
you know,
But people want to blame the culture. What is this whole culture thing, right? People
what
want
are
to
you talking?
blame the culture was bad.
There's no,
What's
no.
up with the culture now?
Culture has been changed. Mario
Culture
has
has been
changed the
changed.
culture.
Culture. What the hell is a culture?
I didn't hear too much about the culture because you always hear about the cultures. Always the culture this,
The culture is
but
different. It's different out
but
there, brother. It's we have Hulk
this
Hogan as
this
a damn coach.
this you carries a lot of weight, brother.
Use a long way, brother. We got Hulk Hogan as a coach, man. So this you guys are saying that I think this defense was exposed to this defense is
Well,
exposed. I hope you guys know that.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think it was exposed. It's just that
Yeah, it is. It's a simple.
If nothing
Triple,
changes,
yeah, triple team Bane and just throw the ball in the middle. There's not
you
gonna
know,
be anybody there.
and I mean
and
honestly,
run out number
all
one.
The
Yeah.
question is who can do it. Like Louisville's a different animal
Well,
right,
Louisville.
to an
No,
but
offensive scheme.
well,
Like
hold
you
on.
still have to execute it in a way to do it.
right.
You heard the announcer saying that Louisville had a bad offensive line, and they look, all world today because they put like they were quick passing, so on and so forth, and everybody's going to copy the same scheme: quick pass, chip block
Well,
on Bane, and throw the ball in the middle.
look
Right?
Do
at
we
You
play
know,
Virginia?
no,
huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
we put
no,
in check.
no. Because I mean, now look at Stanford coming in next week. What
Hmm.
they got to lose?
Nothing. They gonna do the same thing Louisville do.
They gonna come out, and I guarantee you, they gonna have their offense. I haven't really looked into Stanford much, so don't.
Pitt. Pitt may be the team to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, Stanford's gonna come out like a scalded ape, and they're gonna try all kind of crazy stuff. I'm sure because they saw Louisville do it. You know,
Hey, 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 yo, did Lightfoot play today, y'all?
Marquise. Oh, that's a good question. Let's see here.
I know we didn't hear his name.
No, I don't see him on any of that. No, I didn't see him there. Uh, No, he wasn't part of the substitution lists or starter. Good Lord, that's a lot of kids that didn't play tonight.
How many kids didn't play tonight?
Oh, I
That
couldn't.
transfer portal is going to be real nasty coming in January.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna have one receiver on this team, Tony, because JoJo is gone, number 3 is gone, number 19 is
Jay
gone.
is gone. CJ is gone.
Yes, there's gonna be no receivers on this damn team.
Who's our quarterback? I don't know.
I
I mean,
think Judd leaves.
yeah.
yeah. Hey, you know who else I think leave? I think JoJo might be leaving too, y'all. JoJo might be leaving. Probably Ray Ray.
And they all going to SMU.
Hmm.
Or they might be going somewhere else, like
UGA.
something somewhere.
Wait a minute. They said Samson didn't play, but he did play.
Oh, he did play. He had false starts.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, what's up
But
with our false starts, bro? Our
oh,
line moving so damn much.
oh, bro, I don't.
We have an elite coach that doesn't teach. That the
We got the
This
defense
number one
line.
offensive line in the country, guys.
exactly. You know, and I have. This is. I haven't looked at the stats so far, but just right now, off the top of my head, we've had a pretty good amount of false starts on the offensive line this year than I've seen in a while.
It's
You know,
bad, bro. It's
I mean, the
bad.
holding and stuff, well, it is what it is, but
Yeah,
the
but the
false
false starts is the
starts.
one that be
I mean,
killing us. The false start, the moving and all that.
look at
He-
the Brockenmeyer, the center, when he had those snap infractions against South
Florida.
Florida, South Florida, or Florida.
I think it's
Regardless,
Florida.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
drive
yeah.
killers.
When he moved up, when he moved the ball up, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
not
bad.
once, not twice, but I think three times a lady on that.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, bro. Like this is. It's not bad, but it's just
It's
sucks that we lost. You
it's
know what I'm
par
saying?
it's par for the course in my opinion, dude. This is. I mean, I'm not. I mean, the team is a lot better than this. They performed a lot better than this. Oh, I just can't believe. And then even at halftime,
Mm-hmm.
okay, Miami coaches are seeing what Louisville's doing. I didn't really see much anything change. But again, like we said before already, Miami's defense historically their kryptonite has been counter, misdirection, etc. You know, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Hey Cuba, hey yo
Yep.
Cuba, you need to go to YouTube and go watch Coach Hayes because you and this guy that's talking right now, Coach Hayes, are freaking brothers.
What do you mean? What happened? What do you mean? Say it
what?
again.
Do what?
There's this dude that's calling right now, Coach Hayes, and this dude just called Mario Cristobal garbage.
Oh,
So you
oh,
need to go
oh, oh,
listen
oh,
to him
oh, oh.
and
You
go
may
play it back and listen to what he says, bro. You and him are best friends.
somebody
I don't know, it's crazy.
But this is the thing. I don't think Mario is
No,
garbage.
no, no. I know that, but I'm saying like he's just giving Mario.
Oh, Mario Hell. Yeah.
this
Yeah, he's doing the same thing. Yeah, so just go listen to him right now.
It's just
it,
I was telling somebody Mario needs to be our Bobby Bowden. Go recruit, right? Get the headset, but we're going to cut the cord on the headset. It's going to just act like you have the headset on. Fold your arms, and that's it. Just do that. Don't don't do nothing with the offense, the defense. Just go recruit, do the visits, do the recruiting stuff. But sit. What they had Bobby Bowden on the tower, like Bobby Bowden during
yeah,
practice was in the
yeah,
tower. He didn't
yeah,
he didn't talk
right.
to anybody. That's the same thing Mario needs to do, right? Just sit in the tower. Don't talk to anybody. Just take notes. Take your little notepad, and that's it.
So
Don't
be a
Well,
figurehead.
was that QB?
Be a figurehead.
Be a figurehead. Be a
Well, I
figurehead.
tell you, one good thing about this game that I failed to mention was at least Mario didn't get conservative in the play calling.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It was a joke, Cuban. I'm talking about from what we've seen. The whole game was to me. The whole
This is
game was
crazy, bro.
was crazy, but at least he didn't get that. But
Hey, it's crazy, bro. The same thing y'all
what?
talking, the same thing y'all told me about this Louisville head coach. This the same. The dude just said right now that if we had the Louisville head coach, we will be undefeated. We will win national championship. I don't know if he's listening to us or I don't, he just
Ah,
called in right now, bro. So whatever he's that's crazy.
Lakers, man,
well,
we've been saying me
t-
South. There's certain few people that we've been kicked off shows. We've been called names forward
Hmm.
and backwards.
Hmm.
Me and South Coast been calling this since Mario got here, right? And we've been banished, we've been banned, we've been called every different type of name in the face of this earth, man. We've been saying this shit for a long time. It's nothing. It's nothing new. It's one of these things. Like to be honest, it's like don't listen to me. Don't listen to South Coast. Just let your eyes do the assessment, right? Your eyes don't lie to you, right? And just let your eyes tell you the truth, and that's it. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to
right,
TCC. Don't listen to anybody.
right,
Just
right.
watch what's on the field and just be honest with yourself and just say, okay, this is what's happening. Don't try to
Exactly.
overinflate things. Don't try to underinflate things. Just call it the way it is. And
Yep.
if I wish our fan base would call it the way it is, and Katie has been on this, I got to give Katie credit to this. But it's like if you just let things be, man, it's gonna happen, right? And unfortunately, we were right, and I didn't want to be right. I hate these damn shows. I like the show when
I know.
it's 2 seconds long. South Coast.
I know. I know. But yeah, to Cuban's point before we get out of here, that's all I do. I just watch the game, you know, formulate an opinion. You know, I've basically been seeing the same damn thing for 2 decades. Give my opinion on these platforms here, and then have fine folks like y'all come on here. We have these discussions, and usually we'll have somebody who's more, how can I say it, football intelligent, say like Mr. QB. No disrespect to everybody else, but like Mr. QB, he seems to know ball really well. And and of course Katie, she's always in the chat. But yeah, that's all we do. We just call it like we see it. And if we misinterpret something, well, we talk about it. But usually we all see the same thing. But the difference is there's a lot of us who do not subscribe to those. That's what we call them, the CCC. The Miami, the university affiliated, bought and paid for platforms. Uh, Now, and the thing is, it's all about discernment. You have to be able to filter. When you hear, when old dude on Locked On Kane starts doing his thing, you got to kind of be able to filter things out. Uh, but I just watch the game. I pay attention to the game, see what's on the field, and go from there. But it is what it is. We do what we do. We have fun with it. So, with that being said, I kind of felt bad this evening because y'all know Ike and Israel put a video out like at 45 minutes before kickoff, but they were talking about having a post game show, and I kind of felt bad because I really wanted to speak with them, but I guess maybe they're not having it. I don't know. But anyway, uh let's let everybody give their final thoughts and theories and uh what they think. I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna start with Lakers, then Mr. QB, Alpaca, Cuban, and then I'll finish up. Go ahead, Lakers.
All right. So guys, I understand we lost this game. That's okay. The next game, Next game, defense got to tackle better. I hope they don't have number one on the field because he killing me, y'all. He's killing me. Carson Beck got to stop this throwing the ball like Tua because this ain't right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he Loki was doing this in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That time that time where he just started throwing interceptions, and that's not good. He need to stop whatever he doing. He gotta stop it. Malachi is doing his thing. We need to start running up the damn middle. I'm tired of that. Even we had Jordan Lyles run up the middle. That's what you didn't see nobody bounce it outside. Nobody. So if you play Stanford and they know you gonna we gonna freaking run up the middle, what they gonna do? They gonna stack the box and come on now. This offensive coordinator, I'm sorry, I'm saying it now. I know it's probably earlier or whatever, but he got to go. He can't stay here. He has to go. He listen. Just like we got rid of the DC from last year, we got to do all we can to go get this OC out, or let Mario hear or see what we're talking about and get him out of here because this OC is not gonna help us. He's gonna tear us down. And I know some people don't like Mario and stuff like that, but Mario is not the play caller. He does not. He's not in the ear with Carson Beck. He doesn't call the plays for Carson Beck. He doesn't call the plays for OC. The OC calls the plays for the offense. The offense runs the OC's calls. So we need to get that dude out of here because it's been too long that he been doing the same play, screen pass, run up the middle, slants. Like we not winning like that. We gonna lose two. We gonna lose. So I just hope we can get it together, man. I just want to win a national championship. That's all I want to do, man. But
Hey,
y'all have a good night.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, QB.
I'll keep it short. QB, wide receiver, and DBs, and I think tight ends. We need to develop better.
say it again. The positions.
QB, wide receiver, um,
Tight end.
DBs, and
DBs. Yeah.
tight ends.
Yeah.
What about running back?
I mean, they have utilized Mark Fletcher to a degree, and Lyle is starting to play.
Hmm. Interesting. I gotta think about that one because I don't think we develop D line either. Or yeah,
Yeah, you can make an argument for that.
Yeah.
Because if you take Bain's name out, like who's
yep,
that we recruited,
yep,
hmm,
yep.
maybe even linebacker.
You might
Oh
as
no,
well.
Develop.
Might
linebacker for sure. I mean,
Who do we develop?
exactly. I was about to say. I don't want to cut in on QB's monologue here, but
yeah, no, that's
it's really like who has been developed. What position has been developed.
I'm sorry, QB. I'm tired. I didn't interrupt your thing, but when those Manny players left, things are looking a little bit different.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad that Chris Johnson is running 80-yard touchdowns for SMU.
Hmm.
I'll leave that for another day. I said that we have no speed on this program, but you know there,
Yeah.
and I was destroyed.
Hmm. Anything else, QB?
No, that's it.
All right, man. We appreciate it as always. All right, Alpaca.
A few things here. A few thoughts from me. Can't have a QB that gets cheated on. I said it before. Say it again. Can't have a QB that gets cheated on. He gets his Lambo stolen. He got no balls.
Damn.
No balls at all. Go after Ken Dorsey. Get him from Dallas. Take him at. You see Dallas, what he's doing with Pickens? He's developing. Well, he doesn't have to develop Dak, but he's developing wide receivers. He's developing tight ends. Ferguson. He's crazy in fantasy right now. He's the passing game coordinator there. He developed Buffalo. He couldn't develop in Cleveland. Nobody can save Cleveland. But last year he was in Cleveland. Before that, he was in Buffalo. Go after Ken Dorsey. I mean, if you can't get rid of Mario, I'd rather have Golish. But I mean, you're not going to get rid of Mario. Go after Ken Dorsey for offensive coordinator, and then, like he said, develop people. Find people that will actually develop. Can't have a quarterback get cheated on, dog. Cannot have it.
Had to start calling Carson Lonely Heart back.
I mean,
Yeah. Anything else, sir?
nope, that's it.
All right. We appreciate you too, as always, Alpaca. All right, Cuban, stage is yours, baby. I know you got a couple of things to say.
Katie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Katie. But no, this sucks, man. I thought this was gonna, $4 million quarterback. This guy was better than Cam Ward. We paid him to be better than Cam Ward. Um, and we have Mario at head coach. Man, QB done messed my head up, man. Now I'm thinking about what he said. The positions that we don't that we are not developing. I'm wondering if I was a parent, would I want my kids to go to Miami? Because outside of offensive linemen that are extremely overrated, we don't have DBs, we don't have linebackers. There's really no position on this team that it's like, oh wow, I want these kids from Miami. I don't think the only player that I would want from Miami from an NFL team is Bain. That's it. And Malachi. Sorry, Bain and Malachi. That's it. Those are the only two players. Everybody else, and those guys are self-made. They could have gone anywhere and been coached and done the same thing, right? So I don't know if those guys were even developed, right? But all in all, I might get banned from this show. But
Why?
CEO, because this is your fault, South Coast.
Oh, okay.
I'm sticking to that story. I'm not
Okay.
going to leave it, right? Because I was crying for a whole week. You should have seen me, man. Like my sister, my mom, my nephew, they're like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, man, this guy South Coast Kane, man, you should have seen
He
him.
did me wrong, mama.
He did me
He
wrong.
did me wrong.
He had a show where somebody said you're an LSU fan, and he flipped his bonkers out. Right? I've never seen him cuss so much. He took his shirt off, tried to wave it off, show off all his Miami Hurricane tattoos. Like, you see that guy? I have the Ibis on my back and on my chest.
Oh, here we go. Here
Went
we
to an
go.
LSU game, seen all 100 of his teeth, smiling from left to right. I don't know if he was because he was next to a pretty lady or was it just the atmosphere. I don't know which one was the real reason why he was smiling. But
Here we go.
reason we lost because of this guy, South Coast Kings. Sorry. Somebody has to take the L.
I'll take it.
That's it. That's all I got. But I appreciate Alpaca and QB. You messed my brain up with that damn. Now I got to think about that. Now I need to start pushing new narratives on Twitter now. QB, thank you for putting this in my brain now.
All
Yes, you're
right.
welcome.
All right. Appreciate it, Cuban. Appreciate you as always. All right. So I guess my final thoughts, final words. I mean, honestly, in my like I said earlier, I haven't seen a difference. I feel like I see the same game plan every week against
Yeah.
every team. Um, and talking about the development, Mr. QB. Uh, when 40% of your recruits transfer out, kind of hard. And then when you're bringing in all these NIL players, kind of hard. But that would be an excellent topic. But that is, I mean, it's true. It's true because they just keep bringing NIL players in. I guarantee you, they're going to try to get another NIL quarterback next year. But again, that's neither here nor there. Excuse me. But as far as tonight, this game goes, uh, it's kind of a double-edged sword for me in that I knew it was coming, but I didn't want it to show up. because I was actually thinking things were going to be okay. Things were looking pretty good, and with Miami's schedule, things would have been all right. But in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, okay, what's going to be 2025's Georgia Tech? You know, we found out tonight it was Louisville. They didn't do anything special. Uh, and I still think that I think Miami finishes 10-3 or 9-3, 10-2 best. I have a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling that they're probably going to get left out the ACC championship unless things change. I'm talking as of right now. Oh, we'll see against Stanford. We'll see if anything changes. You know, oh, SMU. We'll see if anything changes. But if things stay the same or the team is prepared and game plans are made in the future the same way they have been today and in the past, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, everybody was talking about Miami should be number one. They ranked number two and then three, but I guess that's really of no consequence now. I still think Miami has the best team in the country, pound for pound. Unfortunately, this team is not being set up for continuous and sustained success. I thought they were headed in that direction, but after tonight's game, I don't think so. Oh, maybe I'm just totally discombobulated because they lost. Oh, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Miami can still go to the ACC championship. Uh, they can still make it to the playoffs. Hell, they can still win it all. But it depends on the aptitude and fortitude of this coaching staff. And it all starts with Mario. I've said that before. It starts with Mario. As far as Dawson goes, Coach Shannon Dawson, we talked about this the other day, Cuban, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does take one of these head coaching jobs somewhere. And I hate to say it. But it really wouldn't hurt my feelings if he did broaden his horizons and move on to bigger and better things. Because his offensive coordinating style is just not really it's not progressing. It's not evolving. It's not adapting, But again, that's just my opinion. Oh, that's all I got. We can sit here all night for the next 56 hours and continue to talk about all the stuff that went wrong tonight, and we would just be saying repetitive stuff. But anyway, thanks to QB, Alpaca, Cuban, Lakers all day. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thanks as always to Katie, Finn,
One thing
Norman.
you saw what Ohani did today: 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts.
Damn.
Shit.
Damn. But yeah, but thanks to everybody who stopped by. If I missed a name, I apologize rent free. Thank you for stopping by. Norman, I said your name, but I don't want to leave anybody out. But yep, that's all I got. Hopefully that number one Red Bull car gets a DNF tomorrow and a DNF Sunday. but we'll see. Oh, one last thing. We're going to shift gears every so often. Man, I was kind of ticked off this morning when I found out that Apple TV is going to be the sole carrier of the F1 races in America.
Oh boy.
My F1 TV subscription is done after this year. They sent me an email because now it's going to be on Apple TV. It's not going to be on ESPN anymore. But I digress. That's a whole different topic for a whole different day. But this has just been a shitty day. But anyway, that's all I got. Y'all get some sleep. I don't know if Carolina and Cal are still on, but I'm sure go check out some of these other post-game shows. I'm sure they're melting down like the Wicked Witch of the West. But until next time, thank y'all so much. Peace, love, and soul. Let's go, Canes. The sun will come up in the morning.
Go Tigers.
Oh, my gosh. Don't put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. All right. Thank y'all, guys. We'll see y'all next time.